When she rejects you but still acts interested, do this immediately. She told you she's not into you, yet she still texts, laughs at your jokes, and continues appearing in your life as if she never turned you down. Confusing, right? But let's be clear. She isn't confused. She knows exactly what she's doing. And if you don't handle this properly, you're falling right into her trap. So, let's break it down. More importantly, I'll show you exactly what steps to take. Jessie OS here. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're diving deep into why women reject men yet continue acting interested, the psychology behind this behavior, and the one move you need to make immediately to flip the situation in your favor. If you've ever felt like a woman is keeping you around as a backup plan, this will completely change how you handle it moving forward. Stay tuned. Now, let's get into the first key move. Understanding why she turned you down while still keeping you close is essential to making the right decision. Most men misinterpret this situation, and by doing so, they fall right into her hands. The biggest lie men tell themselves? Maybe she's unsure, or maybe she just needs more time to figure out her feelings. That's completely wrong. Women know within the first few interactions whether they see you as a romantic option. It wasn't that she didn't know what she wanted. She did. She made a clear decision that you weren't her first choice. But here's where things get complicated. Even though she doesn't want you as her main guy, she still craves your attention, validation, and emotional support. Why? Well, for 3 reasons. 1, you boost her ego. 2, she's keeping you as a backup. 3, she enjoys your company, but not in a romantic way. Now, let me ask you, does this sound like a win for you? Or are you just being strung along? Here's where most guys make mistakes. Instead of walking away after the rejection, they continue responding to her messages, engaging in playful conversations and remaining emotionally available. At first, it seems harmless. You might think, well, at least we're still talking. Maybe she'll change her mind with time. No, that's exactly the mindset that keeps you trapped in her cycle of validation. She rejected you, yet she still gets your attention because you reply to her messages, your emotional support because you listen to her problems, and your time because you're always there whenever she reaches out. She has no reason to change her mind because she's already getting everything she wants without committing to you. And the moment she senses you pulling away, she drops a small breadcrumb to pull you back in. Ever noticed how the second you ignore her or focus on something else, she suddenly sends a casual hey? Maybe she comments on your social media posts or even flirts, despite having turned you down. That's no accident. You need to understand what's happening. That's her way of making sure you're still within reach. If you keep falling for it, she will never have to respect you, never have to choose you, and never have to commit to you. Let's be honest. If she truly wanted you, she wouldn't have rejected you in the first place. Women don't play games with men they are genuinely attracted to. So when she turns you down but keeps acting interested, it's because she's comfortable keeping you as an option, because she's not afraid of losing you. Think about that for a second. So, what's the solution? What should you do? You need to stop acting like a man who has no other options. The moment she realizes you're not dependent on her, everything will shift. Now, let's talk about the ultimate power move, the one that changes the dynamic instantly and puts you back in control. Most men in this situation do the exact wrong thing. They stay nice, available, and hopeful that she'll eventually change her mind. But you're going to do the opposite. Here's how to turn things around. I'm giving you 4 crucial steps. First, cut off her validation. Women play this game because they get something from you: your attention, your validation, and your emotional support. This cannot be stressed enough. The first and most important step is cutting that off completely. No more responding to her random "hey, how are you" texts. No more liking her social media posts. No more being the guy she runs to when she wants to vent about other men. The second you stop being her emotional crutch, she will feel the change. Now, you might be wondering, won't this make her think I don't care anymore? Yes, that's exactly the point. She's been using your attention as a fallback. Why can't you recognize that? When you stop being that fallback, she has no choice but to reassess her perception of you. The crucial move here is that the next time she messages you, you should delay your response, or better yet, not reply at all. She has conditioned you to always be available, but now it's time to reverse that and make her feel your absence. The second step? Become scarce. People place higher value on what's rare and take for granted what's always accessible. If you're always replying, always initiating, always present, she never feels the need to pursue you. So how do you change this? Simple. Become a limited resource. Stop initiating contact. Stop justifying yourself or trying to smooth things over, right? Start living your life like she's an afterthought, not a top priority. She's accustomed to having easy access to you, but the moment she notices you've pulled away and are no longer circling around her, she'll begin to wonder, and soon enough, she'll adjust her behaviour. Third, the power of indifference. Women are naturally attracted to certainty in high-status men. The moment you behave as though you don't need her, she loses her grip on you, which in turn makes you more appealing. Trust me, indifference is a game changer. If she calls, you're occupied. If she asks why you seem distant, well, you've been handling business, right? If she flirts unexpectedly, you smirk and switch topics. Women admire and crave men who aren't easily controlled, and that's exactly what you need to embody. Fourth, what I call the ultimate test. Now, once you withdraw, watch carefully. If she was only keeping you around for attention, she'll quickly lose interest and move on to someone else willing to play along. And you know what? That's a win for you because it means you're no longer wasting time or energy. However, if she was secretly attracted to you but had been taking you for granted, she will start chasing. She'll begin messaging more, throwing out flirty hints to gauge your interest, and even questioning why you've changed. At this stage, you've already won because she now realizes you're not someone she can toy with. The biggest power move? While she's sitting there wondering why you don't care anymore, you're out there upgrading yourself, hitting the gym, talking to other women, becoming the best version of yourself. And when she circles back, trying to reconnect, you get to decide if she's even worth your time. That's the real victory. A man with self-respect and options doesn't entertain games. And once you embrace this mindset, something incredible happens. You'll stop running after women who aren't genuinely choosing you. Because at the end of the day, the woman who truly values you, she won't play these games. Now, are you ready to step into that mindset? The final move, what comes next? Now that you've flipped the script and caused a psychological shift, here's where most men mess up. They don't know how to follow through. They either start replying the second she reaches out, undoing all their progress. They get caught up in doubts and fall right back into her game. They misread her attention as genuine interest, only to find themselves back in the same cycle. Not you. If you want to truly level up, maintain your power. And here's the final step. First, keep expanding your options. Scarcity drives value. You need to keep living as if she doesn't exist. No exaggeration. That means continuing to date or see other women. That means boosting your confidence and presence. That means staying focused on your goals instead of seeking her validation. Because the moment she senses that you're an easy fallback, the cycle restarts. But if she realizes you've moved on, improved, and have other options, she'll suddenly feel the need to compete for your attention. And nothing sparks real attraction more than a woman realizing she's no longer at the center of your world. Now, if she comes back, and chances are she will, you must handle it correctly. Here's how. First, if she sends a random, "Hey, what's up?" ignore it for a while. Don't be eager to reply. Let her sit with the uncertainty. Then, if you do choose to respond, wait a few hours and keep it short and indifferent. For instance, if she messages something like, "Hey, how have you been?" Your response after hours should be, "Good, hope you're doing well." No emojis, no over-explaining, no effort to revive the conversation. Let her take the lead. Second, if she suddenly starts flirting again, you need to gauge her consistency before taking her seriously. A single flirty text doesn't mean she's genuinely interested. It could just mean she's fishing for validation. So how do you respond? Stay playful but detached. Don't drop everything to engage with her. Let her actions prove her true interest. For example, if she texts, "I kind of miss talking to you, here's how you handle it." "Oh yeah? What are you going to do about it?" See the effect? If she actually makes an effort to meet or reconnect, great, but if she keeps playing games, you already know the deal. 3. If she asks, "Why are you being distant?" In my view, this is her way of testing whether she still has a hold over you. So what you don't want to say is, "Oh, I just assumed you weren't interested," or "I was waiting to see if you'd reach out," or "I missed you but didn't want to bother you." Instead, your response should communicate that you've been occupied with your life, not just sitting around waiting. Do not apologize for your absence. Absolutely do not chase, right? Make it clear that your time is valuable. Another key thing to keep in mind is to maintain control of the frame. She has to earn her way back to you, not the other way around. If she's suddenly showing interest again, she needs to prove that she deserves your attention. That means she must put in genuine effort to see you. She has to respect your time and boundaries. She needs to be consistent, not switching back and forth. A high-value man doesn't reward a woman just because she returns. He assesses whether she is actually worth his time. If she's still being flaky, unpredictable, or vague, you withdraw even more. If she genuinely starts investing in you, then you dictate the terms of engagement. The reality is that some women come back just to see if they can still control you, right? They'll flirt but never make concrete plans. They will give you just enough attention to keep you around, right? They'll reel you back in, only to reject you again. If she plays these games, walk away for good. No dramatic goodbyes, no explanations, just vanish. Because if she truly wanted you, she wouldn't keep testing you. She'd make a real effort to be with you. Keep that in mind. A man who respects himself doesn't waste his time on a woman who doesn't fully choose him. Let that sink in. The bottom line is that many of you accept breadcrumbs because you lack confidence. And that's why I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you about my 30 Days to Confidence challenge. This digital course walks you through a range of confidence-building techniques and much more. In just 30 days, you'll transform into a completely different man. If you're serious about strengthening your confidence, then this course is exactly what you need. I'll drop a link to the course in the video description. My name is Jessie OS. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.